And welcome to a Nendoroid review of Meta Knight. Yes, Meta Knight, not Phaelus. Yeah, Meta Knight is well, a Kirby enemy slash ally. Sometimes he's in Smash Brothers and stuff. And here's a top look at the box. This is Nendoroid 669. Back of the box shows well, some of his different poses you can do. And side of the box, I've had this for a while. I am so behind on some of these figure reviews, but there you go, there's Meta Knight. So just like all Nendoroid stuff, it opens on the top. It has Japanese on one side and English on the other. If you want to take a closer look at photos of the box art, the instruction sheet, as well as the figure, feel free to head over to the Flickr or Facebook link in the video description below. Since Meta Knight has a lot of stuff, before we pop open the center bit, I'm going to lift this up. There is sellotape holding it onto the tray from before, but I've taken that off. And then you see that the bottom tray actually holds quite a few goodies. You got the stage there, lots of plastic sheets. Stage there, stage arm, and all these different arms that hold different things. You've got a big plastic sheet here that's holding up the wings. Very big wings. And the main sort of cape there, that's cool. So you got a lot of that stuff going on. As for the main body itself, let's pop that open. Pop. Oh, there we go. The main place here, again, we have a lot of plastic sheets, but we have Meta Knight's main body. We have a sword slashing effect. We got two different eye expressions. One's looking slightly to the left, one's slightly looking to the right. That's cool. You can just swap the face mask and stuff. Yep, sword holding hand, it has a big hole inside it. We got the sword. And yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Here he is, and much like Kirby, his main body has a magnet built in, so his arms and legs are just like Kirby, attached via magnets. You can just pop them off. The magnets are relatively strong. Whoop. See, look, it's pulling the figure. Yep, there we go. And so that's pretty good. Let's see, the arms themselves are on little ball joints, so you got some articulation there. That's cool. Let's see, softish. Yeah. The material, for the most part, is your regular sort of plastic, but the body itself has a nice smooth texture feel to it. It almost feels like it should be soft, but it's not. And I think if I rub my fingernail now, am I scratching it? Yeah, a little bit. I'm not going to do that again. The hand also has that textury feel as well. His face swap doesn't utilize this bit, but just like the Kirby Nendoroid, you can rotate his head and split him in half. So I guess if you like bring in Kirby or something, you can be like, oh, now we've got like a hybrid. Sort of. Now you got a blue-pink Kirby. That's kind of weird. So in order to swap the eyes, what you do is you just literally just want to rip the face mask off. I go from the bottom, it's easier to go bottom up. There we go, now he's looking slightly in this direction, so you can do that. Other optional parts, for example, he's got this cape here, so you can stick that in. So this cape actually helps him stand quite a bit, so that's very useful. I mean, he does have a stage for him to stand, but you know, if you don't want to use the stage, you can do that, make it seem more natural. And then you can also plug in the wings if you don't want that. Now he's got the wings like flying him. It's cool. The wings also done pretty nicely as well. Can't really complain about detail because the way this thing was designed in the first place, that's just how it is. So these purple and white pegs, they do give you a set of spare purple and white sort of joints, which is very useful. So he's just going to stand there, and now I'm going to give him his sword hand. You have a look at the sword hand. This does have the issue of pegs not pulling him out correctly. That peg is supposed to go along with his hands and come out, so... But his hand is too loose, that's annoying. The sword hand also has a peg in it. They're having a hidden smiley face on the joint is just a little bit creepy. So anyway, here's Meta Knight. So he can still stand up and his hand still, you know, stays up here. Pretty solid. The sword looks alright, but for one thing, it sounds very hollow. And that's not good at all. You can hold the sword pretty well, but just in case that he can't hold that up properly, they do give you a little stage for holding the sword up. There he is with the special effects part propped up with the extra stand. You see that's right there. But the thing is, the stand isn't actually attached to anything. This special effects part is just being propped up. I can sort of like, oh, there it goes. You can see that the stand here, there's no peg on the end, and this effects part I search everywhere. It's like a flat piece. There's nothing attaching it to anything. It barely stays stuck onto the sword. Like, you push it in really hard. Gotta be careful because this does feel like it's gonna break, because it does feel very hollow. You push it in very hard and it still slides out. So there's no permanent attachments here, which is kinda sucks. If you're gonna do a special effects part and you know you need a stand anyway, you might as well drill a hole in it and have a little stage that actually plugs into it. So that kinda sucks. If you are a Kirby fan, this is probably the best Meta Knight you can get your hands on, so I'd say this is the one to go for. It isn't too expensive, there's quite a lot of stock available for it, so yeah, go ahead and get it. And it fits well with figure arts and all that if you want to do any sort of Smash Brothers stuff, so definitely check it out. The painting, as little detail as there is on something like this, it's very sharp, the paints are very good, so yeah, it's a really great figure. Hey, if you watch this video, then you like figures or Nintendo in general. I've reviewed quite a few other SH Figures Nintendo stuff, including Mario, Bowser, Yoshi, Samus Figma, as well as Figma Link from the new one, Twilight Princess. The figure's new, not the game. And of course a few other different series of figures. I also have a video game channel that I've not touched in a while, but you can check that out too if you want. All the links are on my channel's homepage. You see different Thinking 318 pages. And as always, you can support this channel by clicking the like button, subscribe button if you think this video is useful. You can always check out my other videos related to Kirby. Hopefully with Adblock turned off, I would appreciate that a lot. Or if you want to keep Adblock on but still want to support, you can also head over to the Patreon link in the video description below. As always, don't have to do any of that, just watching the video, and I appreciate it. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. Bye bye.